Hi yarn lovers, it's Gary. I'm coming to you from a rainy Vancouver in Canada. This is video number 6 and I'm going to be sharing with you a yarn purchase that I made from yarncanada.ca. It is all 4-weight worsted wool, pure wool, and it's from one of Canada's oldest woolen mills, which was founded in New Brunswick, called Briggs and Little. There are 2 collections in this purchased order that I made, and the first collection is the Regal collection, and the second collection is the Heritage collection. I did not buy all of the examples that they have in each of the colorways, but I do have a selection of ones that I was gravitating to. You'll notice behind me is a Raglan sweater, which I completed a month ago, and within that sweater I use the Briggs and Little Regal collection in the colorway Forest Brown. So here we have a skein of it, or a hank, and I had used 2.5 hanks of the Forest Brown along with a couple of other fibres, which I'll showcase in the second half of this video. So a little bit about this Regal collection. I'll just show you the label. It's 100% wool. In each hank there is 113 grams, and in that you get 272 yards or 248 meters. The label is suggesting a 4.5mm set of needles is used for when you knit this up, and it comes in this heathered, lovely texture, which is great when it knits up. I will actually, at the end of the video, showcase my lovely husband modeling this Raglan sweater, so you can see what it looks like when it's worn. But look, getting back to the yarn, it has that lovely woolen smell, and it has anomalies in it from when the fleece was shorn and spun that remain still in there, like bits of hay and grass. It is slightly itchy, but when you wash it up, it does soften up. And the nice part about the wash as well, when you hand wash this, is that it also plumps up. I think they call it the bloom. It blooms up. So if you are like a new knitter like myself, my tension sometimes gets a little, it changes. So it's a forgiving yarn when it plumps up. So it will relax those stitch works that are not quite precisely in the same tension. So it is forgiving that way, that it does sort of relax and fill in the blanks, so to speak, or the gaps. So I really love this yarn. So I'll show you the colors that I got in this collection. I got this lovely green called Fir Green. I got this lovely, another brown called Brown Heather. A dark grey, running out of arm space here, and Horizon Blue. All of them have the heathered quality. So what I mean by heathered quality, I believe in my mind, when the dye has been accepted by this wool, the saturation isn't equally the same throughout the thread or the yarn, so you get these mottled variations with the tonal range of the dye, and it's not a flat panel when you knit it up or work it up. It has this mottled effect in it, lovely for texture and a sense of like liveliness throughout the garment. So I am going to be making many plans with these colors and creating sweaters with them. I just need to go to the drawing board and think up some patterns that will go throughout the sweater work. The other collection in that Briggs and Little order was the Heritage collection, and I only got 2 colorways in that one. I got this gold. It's kind of more of a mustard, but the label says that the colorway is gold, and this light gray. The difference is it's still 100% wool, but it's a little bulkier. So you get the same grams, 113, as the other collection, the Regal collection, but you get less yardage. You only get 215 yards or 196 meters, and they are suggesting on the label to use a slightly bigger needle, so a 5mm needle. Now, I will probably utilize both of these collections together in garment work, but use the 5mm needle just to kind of let the larger, bulkier Heritage be worked up in a way where it's quite a relaxed stitch work. So I will actually interchange the 2 collections together in a piece. So that is all of the order that I'm showing you, and a little bit of a disclaimer here for you viewers. I'm not affiliated with yarncanada.ca, which is the online store I purchased the Briggs and Little yarn from, and I'm not affiliated with Briggs and Little as well, or any of the yarn that I'm going to be showcasing here today in this video. I purchased all the yarn with my own money, and there are no commissions here if you go to shop at yarncanada.ca, or if you buy Briggs and Little or any of the wool that they sell online. There is no commission that I receive. The purpose of this video is to share with you some of the ways of purchasing yarn, and to also talk about the yarn and how you could utilize it in garments. The other thing I would like to talk to you about the purchase is the price. So I actually found Briggs and Little at a number of store locations here in Vancouver, and they tend to retail them at $8 per hank, but when I found them on yarncanada.ca, they were a little more affordable at just over $6 per hank. So shopping around does help. You do have to wait for delivery though. So after I placed the order, I believe there was maybe a 5-day to 7-day wait before the order arrived at my door. So that's the trade-off, I guess. Like when you go store shopping at a bricks and mortar place, you can actually buy the wool and bring it home straight away, as opposed to if you make a small savings and you buy online, there is that wait for shipping and delivery time. And I will talk about this sweater. So it was knitted from the bottom up in the round, and as I mentioned, it utilized 2.5 skeins of the forest brown from Briggs and Little, and I alternated rows with the brown with another yarn that I purchased from Michael's, and it is this Caron Kindness in the colorway Cobblestone Varge. So I'll just show you the name of that. It's a 4-weight as well, and this one was, I think, 100% polyester. So I like the colors within this skein or ball of polyester, and I kind of thought I would see how it would work up on its own, but also how it would interplay with the other choices that I had made for fiber in this sweater. So I started off first with just seeing how it worked up on its own. And this was the swatch I did. I'm not really loving the pooling that it does. I'm not really a person who jumps at yarn that pulls like this, so I didn't want this to happen in the sweater. But what I did want, I love the colors and the variation, so I wanted to work up a plan for that sweater using this yarn as well as the brown that you see in the sweater. So the next thing I did was I played with the two fibers, and in this swatch you'll see me doing changing up needle sizes and also the way that the two yarns would play together in the swatch. So I've done some color work down here, changing up the brown and the variegated, and then I've just done plain stockinette with the brown, and then a few rows here of the variegated in Garter, and then a checkered. You see that? And then interchanging, alternating rows, and then the last one was in a 5mm needle size, doing alternating in the stockinette. So that's where I landed on. I really liked the top part. So we got disconnected there, a call came through. Where we landed on was in the sweater. I had chosen to alternate the Caron Kindness variegated with the Briggs Little Forest Brown in the bodywork, in the stockinette stitch, and I had used 5mm circular needles. The amount of Caron Kindness in this bodywork was 2/3 of a skein this size, and in each skein you get 310 yards. For the brown here in the yoke and the sleeve work and the collar, I purchased another yarn from a different online store called hobiumyarns.com, and I got a 10-pack of the Gazzal Boogie in this brown color. There's no colorway name on the label or classification of weight, but it does have a color number of 2156, and I feel that the weight of this is a light 3 weight. I had to hold 2 strands of this yarn to complete the sweater. And a little bit about the yarn. It is a mixed fiber of 60% acrylic, 10% polyamide, and 30% wool. It's a 50-gram ball, and in that you get 150 meters or 164 yards. I had used 3 50-gram balls to complete the sweater behind me. I wanted to send a huge thank you to those YouTubers who post videos of tips and tutorials on Raglan construction. Without, I would not have had the chance or confidence to complete my own sweater. And I'm going to link a few of them down below in the description box for viewers, if you are inspired to do your own Raglan, that you can use some of these helpful connections to complete your project. If you found something in this video that has helped you or inspired you to build your own Raglan or an object or a garment, please hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and hit that notification bell should you want to be notified of future videos when they come out, so you don't miss out on any of the videos. That would be great. I'd appreciate that, and I hope you're having a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.